The police have arrested 20 people, including prime accused of violent clashes that happened on Hanuman Jayanti in Delhi. Families of the accused have rubbished these allegations, claiming that they were falsely implicated. Meanwhile, BJP leader Kapil Mishra has called this terror attack and linked it to the Northeast Delhi riots that happened back in 2020. Here's what happened along the Delhi riot situation last night. A day after Delhi riots 2.0, the alleged key conspirators Ansar and Aslam Ali are nabbed by the police. Ansar is accused of triggering the scuffle, while Aslam Ali allegedly opened fire at the yatra. The pistol allegedly used by Ali has been recovered. A cop too was injured in the alleged firing by Ali.
आपके हाथ में गोली लगी है? तो क्या उस वक्त क्या हुआ था? आप हिंसा के दौरान वहां मौजूद थे? हुआ क्या था एग्जैक्टली? हैं? भीड़ में से गोली मारी आपको? तो कितने पुलिसकर्मी घायल हैं? 4-5 पुलिसकर्मी घायल हैं।
Families of the accused, though, have rubbished the allegations and claim that Ali has been falsely implicated.
जब पत्थरबाजी हुआ था तब आपका पति था?
सो था इधर घर में।
सोया था? वो पत्थर वहाँ पे नहीं गया था?
नहीं गया था।
तो पुलिस को आपने बोला था?
नहीं बोला था, मैं सो गई, वो उठा के ले चले। बाद में सुबह से बोला था रात में ये तुम्हारा पति के उठा के ले गई, तो मैं उसी से बारे थाने में आई थी।
पहले आपके पति को कभी अरेस्ट किया था पुलिस ने?
नहीं है,
पहली बार अरेस्ट किया।
Meanwhile, CCTV footage reveals another instance of shooting. Police are now trying to identify the shooter. Images show pistols, stones, bottles and swords were used in the clashes. BJP leader Kapil Mishra has called the violence a terror attack. He claims that people involved in Northeast Delhi riots in 2020 are the same who are involved in this latest violence.
ताहिर हुसैन से, खालिद सैफी से, उमर खालिद से, सबसे इनके कनेक्शन है। जब जहांगीरपुरी के आतंकी हमले की जांच हो रही है, तब अंसार के और बाकी अपराधियों के दिल्ली दंगों के क्या कनेक्शन थे, उसकी जांच भी जरूर की जानी चाहिए।
The police say the situation is under control now, but the clashes have raised some serious questions. Why were people in the Shobha Yatra allowed to carry swords? Why was the Yatra, which passed through a communally sensitive area, not given enough police deployment? Bureau Report, India Today. And these things aren't just happening in the national capital, Delhi. Violence and politics of hate has broken out across the country. In Hubli, clashes broke out in which 12 policemen were injured. Over 40 people have been arrested so far for the clashes there. Here's a look as to what happened. Hubli remains tense after vandalism on the eve of Hanuman Jayanti. It all started with a provocative social media post showing a saffron flag hoisted over the Mecca mosque. A group of Muslims gathered at the police station to file a police complaint, and all of a sudden, a mob descended outside, pelting stones at the police station, eventually leading to violent clashes, which left 12 police personnel injured.
पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट वाले इमीडिएटली कंप्लेंट लेकर एफआईआर रेडी करे। उसको हम आने से पहले अरेस्ट भी किए थे। यहाँ मॉब ऐसा जमा, वो मॉब कहाँ से आया, कैसा आया, हमने क्या उसका मालूम ही नहीं हुआ। फिर बाद में थोड़ी देर के बाद जो है पथरावा चालू हुआ, कहाँ से पथरा हुआ है मालूम नहीं।
Police fired tear gas and lathi charge to disperse the mob. Prohibitory orders against assembly of people was issued in the city as communal storm intensified. Over 40 people have been arrested, including the man behind the social media post that triggered the violence.
Complaint was filed against one person who has uploaded some video on social media. As per the complaint, case was registered. Immediately accused was also arrested. Again, a few people from there started pelting stones at the police officers, those who are on duty, those who are involved in this violent activities will not be spared. We will take strict action against all of them.
Politics over the communal clashes continues to peak. Karnataka government has called this violence a conspiracy.
ಯಾರೇ ಕೂಡ ಕಾನೂನನ್ನ ಕೈಗೆತ್ತಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗೂ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಬಿಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ಬಂಧನಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಆಗ್ತದೆ.
ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕೇರಳ, ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರ ಆಗಬಾರದು, ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬೆಂಗಾಲ್ ಆಗಬಾರದು. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಜನ ಶಾಂತಿಯನ್ನು ಬಯಸುವಂತ ಜನ, ಕನ್ನಡಿಗರು ಶಾಂತಿಯನ್ನು ಬಯಸುವಂತ ಜನ.
The BJP has alleged that there was a toolkit aimed at causing unrest in Hubli, similar to 2020 Bangalore riots.
हल्ली केजी हल्ली में कौन दंगा किया, वही लोग वही मेंटालिटी से हुबली में दंगा किया है कल रात.
What the government is saying that they feel that it's a conspiracy and an organized protest and not out of the blue. The government is now looking at an angle if WhatsApp messages were circulated or it was a pre-planned protest. That will be the doubt that the question will be looking at right now, and more arrest is expected in Hubli.
The Hubli violence is set to add more fuel to the polarization Nataka in Karnataka just months ahead of elections in the state. With Nagarjun Dwarkanath, Bureau Report, India Today. Now, Russia is going all guns blazing in southeastern Ukraine. In the latest development here, Russia has claimed complete control over Mariupol's Ilich steel and iron plant, one of the major remaining outposts of the Ukrainian forces in the city. Russia had earlier claimed full control over the city. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has strongly reacted to the attack, saying the destruction of Mariupol defenders will put an end to negotiations with Russia, and there is a possibility to terminate them. Russian President Vladimir Putin has earlier warned that his army will continue the attacks until their goals are met with. The port city of Mariupol has seen the worst fighting of the 7-week-long war with Russia. Now, it's 53 days and counting of war, but Kiev, the capital city of Ukraine, stands tall. All attempts by Russian forces to take control of this capital city has failed so far as Russia intensifies its assaults with missile strikes. Here's how the Ukrainian forces have kept them away from their capital city. Let's take a quick look at this ground report filed by India Today's Abhishek Bhalla on how the gateway to Kiev is being defended by Ukraine forces.
Villages pounded. Homes destroyed. Lives shattered. Several attempts by Russian forces to capture Kyiv, but all foiled. Andreevka village resembles a ghost town. Every time the Russians tried to enter the strategic area of Makariv, just 70 kilometers northwest of the capital Kyiv, the Ukrainian forces halted the advances. India Today reached the region now being called a liberated zone.
These are the fields that are being demined. So there could be mines here?
This is the field itself, and also we have the adjacent territory to the main road, the road of approaches, and also the places where the columns of military vehicles were destroyed. So a lot of work, a lot of projectiles, UXOs, and so on.
And these are the projectiles? This is what was used by the Russians?
This is the projectiles. Probably they were in the trucks that exploded in this area, and they were spread around this area because of explosion. Some of them were damaged, exploded, and some of them just around here. And our engineers and sappers collect them in order to utilize.
In their control, the Ukrainians are ensuring complete dominance here. More assaults from Russian side still not ruled out, as this is the gateway to Kyiv. The Ukrainian forces looking for mines laid by the Russians. Demining operations are in full swing to secure the place for locals and farmers.
We have spent 35 days in underground storage facilities. Heavy shelling has destroyed homes. Russian forces have started looting people. Young boys and girls have been killed.
If all started on February 24th, when the Russian invasion started, The Makariv region was one of the first to face the assault. Then there was the bloody battle on the streets of Bucha, adjoining Makariv. As Russian tanks rolled in to make the final assault, they faced a deadly response. Russia's mighty armored power neutralized. Tanks, armored vehicles turned into ashes. But once again, the Russians have started the missile attacks. This is the retaliation to Ukraine sinking its warship, Moskva.
Message is loud and clear. After the downing of Moscow, Russia is all set to escalate its offensive. And following Putin's nuke alert, once again, dark clouds loom large and concerns of a global doomsday have been reignited. With camera person Lalit Joshi and Gaurav Sawant, in Bucha, Abhishek Bhalla for India Today.
Now it's day 53, but Russia's relentless attack on Ukraine continues. My colleague Moshmi Singh is currently in Orekov, a town which has now been completely turned into rubble after constant Russian onslaught. Let's have a look.
We are joined by Mykolaiv, who is an officer at the press office here with the military, and we will take his reaction even as you hear constant bombardments that are happening on the other side. Sir, what is happening?
На данный момент мы наблюдали, как начали в очередне бомбить місто Оріхів, яке не має тут військових всередині, але прильоти, як ви бачили, зруйнована хата, зруйновані заклади освіти, в тому числі і дитячі, і юнацькі. І це, на жаль, проходить зараз на постійній основі. Щойно ми спілкувалися з одним з цивільним чоловіком, який залишився тут, на жаль, він каже, мені вже більше 80 років, і я не полишу цю домівку свою. Він каже, то дуже багато щодня. І він каже, що я збиваюся з рахунку, постійно рахую, але це вже немає сенсу, тому що дуже багато прильотів. Постійно працює міномети, артилерія, РСЗВ, і люди показують, що знаходять снаряди. І знаходять снаряди, на жаль, у себе на подвір'ї.
In this town is no basic Ukrainian soldier. It's not soldier in this town, but Russian soldier attack this town, attack building people. Destruct school, destruct many house, no window, no water, no gas, no electric car. It's very hard to live there, but old people, they have no another house. They must live there. Oh my God, oh my God, we must go.
We have to go very fast. There is a lot of bombardment that is happening. Shelling happening continuously in the morning.
Что-то прилетает, что это?
Работают РСЗВ, это реактивные снаряды. Зараз бомблять місто.
Plumes of smoke, bombardments, missile attacks is what we see in this in the backdrop. Continuously, you can see that there are missiles, bombardments in that Orhov village, which is full of civilians, as Officer Mykolaiv just told us. But still, the war continues unabated, actually disrupting human lives and affecting the ordinary people, the ordinary citizens of this country that have been torn by a war.